So I am back here on the beat with Neville Goddard. And what I do when I'm working with this book is I drop it open to a page, and then whatever comes up, I read. And then from this, I get the idea of a tarot card, and I use both the book and the tarot card to explore the wisdom within each and expand their principles. So I'm just going to drop the book open now, and let's see where we end up. Okay, so the spiritual body, on its return from the imagined state to its former physical state, created an invisible bridge of incident to link the two states. Although the curious feeling that you were actually there and that the state was real is gone. As soon as you open your eyes upon the old, familiar environment, nevertheless, you are haunted with the sense of a double identity, with the knowledge that there is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. When you, the natural man, have had this experience, you will automatically cross the bridge of events, which leads to the physical realization of your invisibly prepared place. This concept that man is dual and that the inner man of imagination can dwell in future states and return to the present moment with a bridge of events to link the two, clashes violently the widely accepted view about the human personality and the cause and nature of phenomena. Such a concept demands a revolution in current ideas about the human personality as about space, time, and matter. The concept that man, consciously or unconsciously, determines the conditions of life by imagining himself into these mental states leads to the conclusion that this supposedly solid world is a construction of mind, a concept which at first common sense rejects. However, you should remember that most of the concepts which common sense at first rejected, man was afterwards forced to accept. These never-ending reversals of judgment, which experience has forced upon man, he led Professor Whitehead to write, "Heaven knows what seeming nonsense may not tomorrow be demonstrated truth. The creative power in man sleeps and needs to be awakened." And so, what I'm getting from this passage is the Five of Cups. Bear with me. So, the idea is that when we cross, and I'm just looking for the card, what Neville Goddard here is talking about is creating an imagined state, an imagined way of being. Your dream life, your dream version of yourself, a higher imagined state. And what I see with the Five of Cups is that stepping back into reality and opening your eyes and recognizing, let's say, for example, that you are suffering with a disease and pain, and in your desired state, you find that there is not going to be pain. You're awakening to an imagination that says you'll be pain-free. And yet, when you open your eyes, when you come back into this world, your body starts to feel the same aches and pains. That's kind of what I'm getting with the Five of Cups energy here. And this idea of we set ourselves out with these great ideals, with our imagination full, and we step into that imaginary world. And then we come back to earth with a bump, and we start focusing on what we don't have, the state, the present state, the body that's full of disease. Whereas what we could be doing is turning around and crossing the bridge to our new, imagined, awakened, higher state that is pain-free, disease-free. And I'm using illness or disease as just one example. But you can see how when we come back to earth from our dream vision, that sometimes it can feel uncomfortable. We can get a sense of loss, or there's a mourning for that state that we wish we were in. And so Neville Goddard would say, we need to turn around, cross that bridge, and awaken our consciousness to that future state as often as we can, so that we can subliminally reprogram our subconscious to know that that is the future desired state, and we're in it and we're walking it now until it starts to feel normal. So that's what I'm thinking with this passage here from Neville Goddard. An imagined state coming back to earth with a bump, and then the Five of Cups here suggesting where can we stop focusing on what's not right in our world and turn round, take up the cups, and walk back to the desired idea. Have a wonderful day.